It is a warm and breezy start to the morning with those winds gusting from 20 to near 30 miles per hour, which will stick with us towards your afternoon and evening, which is when we'll start to see the sign of a few isolated to scattered showers and thunderstorms, mostly for the Permian Basin, which will help keep those temperatures into the middle 90s for today. And it's all due reason to this upper level trough that is approaching from the west, getting us into more of a favorable pattern for those showers and storms. But high pressure is dominating across much of the east coast, also helping aid in some Saharan dust, which will impact portions of the Big Country and Contra Valley as we go throughout much of today and throughout much of the early portions of the week. But meanwhile, here in the Permian Basin, we won't get too much of the Saharan dust, but we'll get some moisture for daily storm chances as we head through Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. But we'll see the Saharan dust and the moisture go away as we head closer towards the later portions of the week as high pressure builds back in. Rain chances overall are going to stay fairly limited as high pressure is going to build back in towards 4th of July weekend. So I think the better opportunity of storms is going to be for Monday and Tuesday with a widely scattered chance. But meanwhile, Big Country, Contra Valley, I have as dry as we go throughout the next 5 days as Saharan dust is going to be into the forecast with a hit of that haze today and tomorrow, as the bulk of the haze is going to be along portions of I-35. But we should be able to see improvements of it as we head closer towards the end of the week, which will bring those hazy skies, also more of those colorful sunrises and sunsets, but it will also lower that air quality. And especially if you have those allergy-like symptoms, it will certainly create a little bit of issues for today and tomorrow. So definitely make sure you are taking those extra precautions. But out the door right now, though, taking a look from our Claydesta camera, we have clouds off into the distance. It is breezy, winds gusting up to near 26 miles per hour, temperature of 79 degrees. But the mix of clouds across into the Permian Basin, a bit more clearer skies, Big Country, Contra Valley, with those winds gusting anywhere from 20 to 30 miles per hour, bringing those temperatures well up into the middle to near upper 70s and lower 80s, with some cooler conditions where the winds are a bit calmer towards higher terrain into the lower 70s and upper 60s, warming up to 96 Midland and Odessa today, 100 in Pecos and Abilene. But we'll be able to see cooler temperatures and also the chance of those showers and storms into the Permian Basin as we head towards your afternoon and evening, with the potential for some small hail, some gusty winds, and brief periods of some heavy rainfall as the highest coverage remains towards the west, turns a bit isolated in the evening towards the Permian Basin as we head closer to the midnight hour, as activity overall will be fizzling out. Overall, though, Vincent, repeat of a pattern for tomorrow. Big Country, Contra Valley is going to stay onto the drier end for today, tomorrow, Wednesday, and throughout much of the week, with our next rain chance going to be into next week for Sunday for San Angelo and Abilene. So we have to deal with some of the Saharan dust today. Permian Basin will have the chance of a few isolated to widely scattered showers or storms, which will help aid in those cooler temperatures into the lower 90s before we dry things out and heat things up heading into 4th of July weekend. We'll be right back after the break.